Hello, everybody, and happy Friday. It is a special edition of NEO Weekly. We are here to talk about WrestleMania 39 that is taking place this weekend. And as you see, I have another special guest this week. Hey, Noah.
Hello, hello. Good to be here.
Yeah. So me and Dave had our regular show earlier this afternoon. Now we're doing this show this evening. And this is all around WrestleMania 39 that takes place in SoFi Stadium in LA. And it is the most stupendous event of the year, as WWE says, and it is my favorite time of the year. What about you, Noah?
Oh, it is definitely the best time of the year. But it's bigger than the Super Bowl, in my opinion.
I love it. I love it. So let's just jump right into it. It's going to be two nights. One tomorrow night. Night one is tomorrow. It starts at 8 p.m. Night two is Sunday night at 8 p.m. But before we start running into the card, let's look at the stage real quickly. And we had to remove the audio, but WWE revealed the stage today, this afternoon, in a very unique way with some pro skateboarders with the special pyro.
Oh, wow.
Bam.
It's my first time seeing it, too. I've been waiting till WrestleMania, but I guess I don't get to wait anymore.
And it is beautiful.
Wow.
Look at that. Stunning. That video board at SoFi is amazing. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Well, look at that. The red carpet, the movie posters, so beautiful.
I knew they were going to do that. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Definitely. I love the red carpet. That gives like an extra little like Hollywood vibe to it. Exactly. The Almighty. They should have sold these posters. I would have bought a couple of them. A couple of them would have been stunning. And awesome.
I'm sure they will.
Yeah, they didn't have them at the Superstore this week, so
okay.
Usually that's where I got the idea from, because someone from out of town, from out of the country, in fact, I follow on TikTok, he came in for WrestleMania and he said that they didn't have them in store. He would have loved to buy the entire collection for his wall.
They missed out on that.
Oh, big time! That's a big money buy there. But anyway, so let's just jump into the card. Night one of WrestleMania Saturday night. The card has been revealed, and it is an exciting night. So let's just jump into it. Austin Theory and John Cena is going to be kicking off the show on Saturday. This is an interesting feud here. It kind of started off when John Cena returned back in December. Got a little bit of heat from Austin. Felt like they could mesh a little bit, I thought. But then all of a sudden it just turned and turned into a feud like this. This is just an interesting feud.
Yeah, it's definitely was, out of left field, but I'm happy to see that John's back for WrestleMania, and I kind of thought he'd always have a feud with Austin there. Austin wants to be the future of the company, and John is, the face of the company. So it's a pretty good matchup in my opinion.
Yeah, I think Austin is going to beat John Cena. What about you?
See, I have John Cena winning. I think there's a possibility of him issuing an open challenge, maybe tomorrow or after it. Probably.
Well,
tomorrow,
it's not for the title. It's a non-title match.
Oh, it's a non-title match?
Yeah.
No, it is a title match.
I read it was a non-title match.
It is a title match.
Well, why don't you talk while I go look?
So, while I figure that out, I do think that if it is a title match, John will win it and then issue an open challenge to maybe somebody who returns on Monday Night Raw, or maybe Austin will win it back on Monday Night Raw just to give the pop back to Austin Theory on Monday. But it could go either way. Austin could retain and get more of the heat his way, and they could bring him into being a bigger heel than he is right now, which both standpoints could work perfectly for the for WrestleMania.
Right. My thought is the reason why I picked Austin is that I don't think John Cena would do that to Austin. I don't think he would squash Austin's push right now, because they're really pushing him big time, and and it is for the United States Championship. So I really don't think, I personally don't think that they'll take the title off Austin right now. I think what happens is I think Austin beats John Cena. He goes out, turns into egomaniac on Monday, issues his open challenge, and that's when someone, maybe Matt Riddle, comes out and challenges and returns from his from his thing. But I don't think John Cena is going to win that match. I think that's why they put it as a top tier. That's literally what they're like pushing as the main event for Saturday, even though we all know the main event is going to be the Usos versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. But anyway, so moving on. The SmackDown Women's Championship, Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley. Oh man, this is could be the match of the night. I think Rhea is phenomenal. I think Charlotte is good. I think this could be a great match. I think, and obviously Rhea Ripley's coming off of her Royal Rumble win this past January, which I was at. I was awesome. She killed it. Charlotte, I think, is starting to get into that stage of giving back to the younger talent and help try and push them. So I think this is going to give Rhea Ripley her WrestleMania moment and get the SmackDown Women's Championship onto her. And they were pushing Rhea hard right now, and she's super over. So what do you think, Noah?
I agree. I think that she will become the winner and make her group more powerful than it is right now. Give them more trophies to have with them. But I agree, Rhea Ripley is gonna most likely be the winner.
Yeah, I agree. So we are going to skip this next one on our sheet. No, we're going to go down to Becky Lynch, Lita, and Trish versus Damage Control. Now this one is interesting. I know that I love Lita. I love Trish. I think it was a terrible idea for WWE to take the tag team titles off of Damage Control when they did. I felt like it was rushed. I felt like there was no reason behind it. I don't think Becky or Lita need it. And they didn't even put the titles up on the line against at WrestleMania. So, and I checked that, Noah. The tag team titles are not on the line for this one. So I think they're setting something up. I think my prediction is either Lita or Trish is going to turn, which I think is going to be Trish, because I think Trish is going to be jealous that Lita and Becky are the tag team champions and could turn on Becky and Lita and cost them the match. What do you think?
I do agree. Even during the Miz TV segment, Miz asked the two of them, Lita and Trish, on their opinion on if they think they're backup for Becky, and Trish she kind of avoided the question, didn't answer. She had Lita answer, so I think that's just a little, Easter egg of what she really feels about it. Right. So I think that could, tie into the whole heel turn for Trish.
They putting Trish with Damage Control could just take them to the next level. I think they need that. Like, they have Bayley as the head right now, but I think if Trish could be joining it, I think it would be crazy. And then obviously they'll set up the tag team championship match between Becky and Lita. I think they're moving Damage Control out of the tag team picture, the championship picture. We'll talk about that later down the road, down the show. But I don't think Damage Control is going to challenge Becky and Lita. I think something is going to happen, and we'll talk about it later. So next match up on the card is Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul. This is going to be a great match. Both Seth and Logan are extremely versatile. They're extremely talented. I think with how strong they've been building Logan, I think Seth pulls out the win and gets the W on WrestleMania. Plus, the last 2 years of WrestleMania, Seth has lost. So I think he's due for his WrestleMania moment again.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. I think Logan's going to win just because, LA's his hub, and he'll get more of a pop. I know he's obviously more of a heel right now, but I think Los Angeles is more Logan Paul fans than they are Seth Rollins fans. So, and with the magnitude of the event, I think that they're going to have Logan Paul pull out the win and make it even more of a feud.
Interesting, very interesting. We'll see what happens. I It was I could see Seth letting Logan get over. But at the same point, like I could see Seth also going over, especially with how strong they're building Logan. Like they had Logan knock Seth out twice in 2 weeks. So
Yeah.
like I feel like it could go either way. So the next match on the lineup is Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio, father versus son, and I think Rey is going to put the beat down, but I also feel like Judgment Day is going to get involved, and that's going to, because Dominic is stupid over right now. Like he is stupid popular, but they're trying to build him as a heel, and it's not working. And I think Dominic is going to pull out the win thanks to Judgment Day.
Yeah, I kind of think it's, yes, Dominic may win, but I have a feeling that Rey might pull out the win. But now that you mentioned Judgment Day stepping in, and because I always have their foot in every match that Dominic is in, I think that may, kind of alter the outcome. But I still am pushing for Rey somehow.
Yeah, and this is rumored to be Rey's last WrestleMania, so
exactly,
we should see what happens. He's getting inducted into the Hall of Fame on tonight, actually, after SmackDown. So we should see. We'll see what happens. I think Dominic is going to interfere with the Rey's Hall of Fame induction ceremony tonight as well somehow, which I don't think is right, but it happens. It is what it is. WWE is always going to do what WWE does to push the storylines. So.
Yep.
All right, the tag team 4-way match. That match is with Braun Strowman and Ricochet versus the Street Profits versus Alpha Academy versus the Viking Raiders. So, this match has really no bearings on it. I thought maybe that they would make it like the number one contender match, which whoever wins is the next number one contender to go against whoever wins that match. The main event. I think so. Here's two ways I'm looking at this. So I know Alpha Academy's breaking up, so they are. I think that turmoil is going to cause issues, and that is going to take them out of the running here. I think. I feel like Viking Raiders, I don't think they're going to get to win at all. I think it's going to come down to Braun Strowman and Ricochet versus Street Profits. Now, when you think about it, Braun Strowman and Ricochet, both teams are crazy over.
Correct.
But I know there was rumblings for the last few months about giving Montez a singles run. So there's those two elements here. Are they breaking up Street Profits and having Montez go on his singles run, or are they going to do what they did with New Day and have Montez stay with Street Profits and let them keep running? I don't know. I think my prediction is Street Profits are going to win, but now that I'm thinking out loud, I think it could either be. I think that if it was for the tag team championships, I think it would have been. I think it would have been Braun and Ricochet winning because they would be the next up. If it's because it's not a number one contender match, I think Street Profits pulled out, but we'll see.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. I do like the chemistry that Alpha Academy has. I like to, all of them have really good chemistry together, but I do think watching Braun and Ricochet, they are the best in the tag team matches. They go so well together. But I do like the Street Profits as well. Montez Ford is hilarious to watch. I could watch his highlight reel all day long. I definitely think he deserves a push, and I think that's where it's heading with him to be go to singles. But
I think he could be the next challenger to Austin Theory for the title. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Point, yeah. Unless Riddle comes back, that's the thing. But I don't know. There's rumors of Riddle's not coming back. There's rumors that he is coming back. I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, I feel that. I think Montez needs a push. I think Montez should be pushing towards the championship.
Yeah, I just can't wait to see. In
the next 2 years,
see the Red Solo Cups fall from the sky at WrestleMania. That's going to be fun to see with the Street Profits and the shush, please.
Yes, shush. Oh, good times, good times. So that was really up in the air. It's going to really between Braun Ricochet and the Street Profits. I don't
Mm-hmm.
think, unless something happens, which, because, there's that storyline of them thinking about putting Alpha Academy, splitting them up and putting what's his face, Otis in with Maximum Male Models, which I personally would love, because that would be so funny. So funny. But at the same point, like, the chemistry between Otis and Chad is unbelievable. So I don't know. I don't like Viking Raiders at all, so I'm not even going to give them any kind of like love. So
Yeah, I don't know how they made it.
all right, moving into what I think is going to be the main event of night one of WrestleMania 39. I think the main event is going to be the Usos versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens for the Undisputed Tag Team Championships. Now, I say I think that because there's a ton of rumors going around that they are going to put Charlotte and Rhea as the main event Saturday night because of Rhea winning the Royal Rumble. Now, I think that would be a really, really dumb move for WWE to do with how crazy over Sami Zayn is right now. Like, Sami Zayn is on the level of overness of Cody Rhodes and Roman, and that entire, like, it's in this storyline, it's the best storyline they've done in probably 10 years. So let's dive into it. So the Usos versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens is for the Undisputed Tag Team Championships. Kevin Owens and Sami reunited and are lovey-dovey again after Sami turned on him a couple months ago, blah, blah, blah. I think Sami and Kevin win the tag team championships and get the WrestleMania moment. I know Kevin just had a WrestleMania moment last year with Stone Cold, but Kevin Owens is Kevin Owens. He's phenomenal. Now the other part of that is like they could keep this going until they could keep the Usos as the tag team champions until SummerSlam. Because they are the longest reigning, but I think it's going to be Sami and Kevin. What do you think?
I hope it's Sami and Kevin, but knowing how the show's been written over the past, year, I think somehow the Usos are going to retain it and, just going to add to the fire more. So I do have Sami and Kevin winning, but deep down, I think it's going to be the Usos.
Now the one big rumor going around is that the Usos are going to lose. That's going to make them turn on Roman because Solo was not out there for them at the order of Roman, and that's going to cause a friction in the bloodline and cause a match at SummerSlam. So, but those are rumors.
Correct.
Rumors are rumors. We don't know anything until Triple H puts the pen on the paper and the outcome happens. So, that's night one of WrestleMania. Good times.
Yep, just like Paul Heyman says, I give spoilers, not rumors.
Right, exactly. Go ahead, Noah. Talk.
Yeah, so I mean, night one is definitely stacked up to be a great night. I'm excited to see it. It's going to be the night that sets the expectations for Sunday night. So it's it'll be interesting to see how these all turn out, and I'm definitely excited to witness it.
All right, moving into night two. It's a little shorter than night one was. Probably the same amount of matches. Hell in a Cell. All right. I see we didn't put predictions down here. So we're just going free ball it.
Yep.
Let's see. Night two. We all know the main event of WrestleMania 39 is Roman Reigns, who is on his trail to 1,000 days as the WWE Undisputed Champion. And he is taking on the 2023 Royal Rumble winner, Cody Rhodes. He is current. Can Cody dethrone the Tribal Chief? Who knows? I think Cody. I think Cody's going to get his WrestleMania moment and get the title. I think I think Roman's ready to move on from being in the title mix. I think he's ready to do some solo work and also take a break. Like, I'm hearing that I'm reading that Roman could be gone all the way up until about 3 weeks before SummerSlam. So,
yeah, I Deep down, I want to say Cody's going to win, but knowing WWE and the way they like to pull their strings, I think Roman's going to somehow, you know, win and surprise everybody.
Yeah, and Nick Khan, the CEO of WWE, was saying that there's a couple big surprises that's going to be
Correct.
within WrestleMania. So I wonder if there's going to be a certain someone who returns.
Mm,
I don't know. Sometimes I hear
can you
voices in my head.
smell what the Rock is cooking?
I don't think it's The Rock. I think it's gonna. I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be Randy Orton returning from his
True.
injury. So, anyway, so my thought is Cody Rhodes. Noah thinks Roman. We shall see. Bianca Belair versus Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship, and I feel like this build was actually better than the Rhea and Charlotte build. Like the story behind it is just so much more better than than Charlotte versus Rhea. But my thought is Asuka is going to dethrone Bianca. Bianca's been the champion since was it WrestleMania? Did she win it? I think so.
I think so.
No, I think so. I don't remember off the top of my head though. So I think Asuka wins it and gets her WrestleMania moment finally. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. It's I think Asuka's gonna get it. She's been very hot since she came back. You know, they've been I've seen a lot of highlight reels that are, you know, more pushing towards her winning with coming
Mm-hmm.
back from her
Mm-hmm.
injury and how she was at Elimination Chamber. So I think she's definitely the one to take the gold. But I could also see it going Bianca's way. She's just as talented, just as successful. So that's definitely going to be one where whatever happens, you know, it's going to be surprising. But I think Asuka will take the W.
For sure. No, I feel that. I definitely feel that. I think it's time for Asuka to get her WrestleMania moment for sure.
Correct. Yep.
Next up for the Intercontinental Championship, and this one is going to be a banger after banger after banger. I feel like this could steal the night if Cody and Roman doesn't leave get up to justice, which I think Cody and Roman will be good. This one is Gunther versus Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus. And man, three of the best wrestling against each other. Gunther's in ring, Drew's in ring, and Sheamus' in ring is unbeatable. Like they honestly, Drew and Sheamus should not even be in this match. They should be in the title picture. If there was two titles, they should be in that picture. But unfortunately, they have one title, so there's one person, Cody Rhodes. But I think they're pushing Gunther to the moon, and I think it's going to be Gunther winning this one.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I was actually rooting for him to win at Elimination Chamber. So, or no, I'm sorry, not Elimination Chamber. The Royal Rumble, with him being
Yeah.
one of the last ones. I knew he wasn't going to win, but he looked really good, and he fought with everything he had. So, I'm definitely
Right.
a Gunther fan.
I'm hearing that Gunther could be wrestling Brock Lesnar soon. Like now that would be a heck of a match. Heck of a match. So, next up to keep this rocking and rolling, Edge versus Finn Balor in a Hell in a Cell match, and the OG Silver Cell is back for Hell in a Cell. Oh, okay. So Edge versus Finn Balor, they've been going at it since last October. I think Finn Balor is going to win this one.
Yeah, I said, I'm not too familiar with this lineup here, this match, but I'm definitely a Finn Balor fan, so it'll be cool to see it in the Hell in a Cell. I don't know the last time they had a Hell in a Cell match at WrestleMania, but it should be fun to watch. They're
Yeah,
both
it's going
very
to be,
good athletes, so
and it's Demon Finn Balor. It's not even the regular Finn Balor, which is
um,
even cooler. And then next up, and I think the reason why I picked Finn is because I think they're ending the feud with Edge. It's been
okay.
going on since September, and Edge is there to put over the younger talent, and I think it's going to be Finn so that Finn starts getting that push. Or it could be Edge because it could be his final WrestleMania. Is what I'm hearing, that August could be his last match in Toronto. So we shall see. Next up, Brock Lesnar versus Omos. There's two ways that this match can go. Way number one, it could be a squash and Brock Lesnar wins in seconds. Way number two, it could be a horrible match and somehow Omos wins. I think Omos is going to win based off of the push they're trying to make Omos look strong and crazy good. I think as of right now, my impression of Omos as a wrestler is awful. Could that impression change at WrestleMania? Sure. He's only had maybe a dozen matches, and all dozen matches were squash matches. This is really going to be his first, match, and we shall see what happens. I could also see Bobby Lashley coming out during that match. I could also see Bray Wyatt return as a surprise during this match. So I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I have on this one. I have Brock winning just because they've been hyping Omos up to be untouchable. The last 2 or 3 episodes of Raw, they've had Omos basically scare Brock out of the ring, and so I think that somehow Brock's gonna give it everything he has and just wait till he gets Omos down and take advantage. And I think it will be close to a bathroom break match, but two giants in the ring like that, and how big Omos is, I think there's a chance that Brock may overcome him and win.
I feel that. I love that. Let's see. Next matchup. And this is the final match for WrestleMania 39. It is, and I feel like this is going to be probably the true bathroom break match. Which is unfortunate because, I love Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan is amazing. Raquel Rodriguez is amazing. Everyone else I don't care about. There's no one else on this match that I really care about. So, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Natalya and Shotzi versus Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler versus Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green. I don't even know who's going to win, to be honest with you. There's no build around this match. There's no story behind this match. They just put Sonya and Chelsea in the match literally on Monday Night Raw. Yep. I think it's just a throwaway match to make sure that some of these girls get on WrestleMania. Probably Ronda threw a fit because she wasn't on the card, which she shouldn't be on the card. She shouldn't be in the title picture. She had her chance. She got the title matches she wanted. So they were like, okay, well, we'll just do a tag team match and just fill a gap. So here's where I was thinking the surprise could be. I was thinking that Ronda and Shayna is going to destroy everybody in this match. We all know Ronda and Shayna's probably going to win this match. It's probably a given.
Yep.
I think that's when Ronda and Shayna call out Becky and Lita for the tag team championships. And I think they're going to do a surprise add-in match of Ronda and Shayna versus Becky and Lita for the tag team championships, and Ronda and Shayna is going to take the tag team titles off of Becky and Lita at WrestleMania.
Ooh, you went away. I did not think you were going there, and I don't even know how to process that.
Because I say this because 4 interviews this week, Becky said she wants a match on both days of WrestleMania, and she wants to defend her title on night 2. So I think Ronda and Shayna is going to beat the crap out of everybody, lay them out, and then call out the champs. And I think that's going to be the true match. I think this is just a cover for that match.
I could see that being, with the way they rate all their matches, I could see just being, like you said, a way for them to get all these female wrestlers to get their 5 minutes of WrestleMania time, and then it all just turns into what it's really for. And I can see that happening now that you say that. I can see that being the main event of it.
Yeah. We shall see. We will see. We will figure out what happens and go from there. I hope you all tune in. WrestleMania is going to be fantastic. It's a great card. It's probably one of the better cards in the last few years. We should get some big surprises, as Nick Khan said. Monday after Raw is always fantastic for returns. Some of the biggest returns in history is the Monday after Raw. So we shall see. But thanks to everybody for joining us. My name is Jimmy. That is Noah. Nope, over there. Thanks, y'all.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.